From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.
Good day, this is Dateline Malacañang, and here are the news. On the top story, Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on Wednesday led the grand opening ceremony of the Merck's Optimus Distribution Center in Calamba City, Laguna. The Merck's Optimus Distribution Center is one of the largest logistics centers in the Philippines. It is a 4.8 billion pesos investment facility fitted with state-of-the-art technology to serve as a fulfillment center catering to the Calabarzon region, Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon, and nearby areas. It will support import and export activities due to its proximity to the Batangas port. The facility features a 70,000 pallet position or PP capacity racking system with cantilever, 3,281 square meters, mezzanine area for value-added services such as bundling, repacking, and stickering, 73 docks to accommodate all truck sizes, 500 square meters battery room, able to charge 28 units of reach trucks at a single time, and one glance room for live monitoring of operations. As part of its mission to contribute to sustainability, the facility utilizes solar energy panels to reduce grid consumption by 30%. It also features a motion detection smart lighting system that can save up to 25,860 kilowatt-hour per month, uses a lithium-ion material handling equipment or MHE to run operations, and is equipped with a rainwater collection system that can store 1,250 cubic meters of rainwater. In terms of employment opportunities, Maersk expects to employ around 1,000 personnel within the first 2 years. It will also cater to numerous small and medium enterprises or SME vendors, creating indirect employment for another 1,000 individuals. Let us listen to the speech of Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. during the event.
For many in our country, the idea of logistics seems like an abstract concept. When we order goods online, we often overlook that this intricate system that moves goods across our islands from farms to markets, warehouses to homes, yet quietly keeps the rhythm of our daily lives, ensuring food on our tables, medicine for the sick, and packages at our doorstep. Without logistics, the seamless flow of our lives and conveniences we have grown accustomed to would simply break. But beyond keeping the flow of commerce seamless, logistics also fuels our economy and creates jobs for our people. We hear at this point, especially after the pandemic, a lot of talk about supply chains and robust supply chains. And this arises from the lessons that we have learned during the pandemic, where supply chains were broken and many of them no longer came back. And therefore, the lessons learned from the pandemic are that those supply chains have to be robust. And when such a tragedy, such as the pandemic, hits us, that we still have the capability to move people and goods around. Facilities such as this are the nodes of that supply chain. Everything that we receive in our homes, all the deliveries that we receive in our businesses have to go through a facility like this, so that they organize, as you can see, the goods that need to be moved on to their final destination. That is why today's inauguration is so important. The journey of the Philippine logistics sector has been marked by our ability to overcome challenges and to seize new opportunities. Following its growth in 2018 and 2019, the transportation and storage industry has withstood unprecedented disruptions, as I spoke about the pandemic. But despite this, the sector has rebounded. And in the second quarter of this year, the transport and storage sector posted a growth of 14.8%. It ranked second only to construction as the fastest growing industry in the Philippines. This growth is sustained by more than 3.68 million Filipinos who are employed in this sector in the first half of 2024. The transport and storage sector is also projected to achieve a market size of over 1.16 trillion pesos by 2027. This reflects the rapid and stable pace of its development. Globally, the Philippines' logistics sector has shown marked improvement in competitiveness. In the World Bank's 2023 Logistics Performance Index, we climbed to the 43rd spot out of 139 economies, a great improvement from our previous place at 60th in 2018. Our gains in customs efficiency, infrastructure quality, on-time deliveries make this rank improvement possible. With the grand opening of the Maersk Optimus Distribution Center, our logistics system will be a step closer to become a powerful force, bridging our islands, breathing life into our industries, our businesses, bringing together our people on a path towards sustained development. The Maersk Optimus Distribution Center attests to the shared vision of Maersk Philippines and Solid Group Incorporated, a vision for a more inclusive and sustainable growth. As one of the largest logistics centers in the country, the Maersk Optimus Distribution Center is poised to bolster import and export activities in southern Luzon, especially in Bicol and Calabarzon. This strategic location in Calamba aligns with our efforts to decongest Manila and to unlock the economic potential in the countryside. With this project, it is our citizens who stand to benefit the most. For many Filipinos, it opens many new doors. In the coming years, the Maersk Optimus Distribution Center is expected to create employment for 1,000 people in its surrounding communities and indirect employment for another 1,000 individuals, from vendors and service providers to truckers and beyond. And I think Secretary Chris Roque will agree with me. Those are very conservative numbers, because generally speaking, when a large plant such as this is put up in a community, the downstream employment that comes, both the full employment and partial employment, is usually 3 times the direct employment in the facility. So it is a great boon to the local community. And this company will be doing it in a sustainable manner, as we have heard. In line with its social responsibility, this center has embraced environmentally sustainable practices, from utilizing solar power to reduce its grid consumption by 30% to deploying electric vehicles for the last mile services. It is committed to earning a gold certification under the Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. Environmental stewardship is a cornerstone of this administration's agenda, and it is heartening to see the private sector partners echoing this commitment. It is more critical as we face natural calamities such as the typhoons and storms that have intensified because of climate change. Your values as a company align with this administration's priorities to transition to cleaner and more renewable sources of energy. It is imperative for both the public and private sectors to adopt effective, responsive, and ecologically sound practices. As such, it is our fervent hope that your investment will continue to grow, and we hope, like other like-minded businesses, they will take stock of the country's logistics sector as we continue to pursue measures to reduce costs and make industry more competitive. To Maersk Philippines and Solid Group Incorporated, thank you for spearheading this initiative. I urge you to build more agile and flexible end-to-end supply chains, fortifying the groundwork of a more competitive industry for all. Let this day reaffirm our commitment to constructing a bagong Pilipinas where we work hand in hand to ensure that prosperity flows into every corner of our archipelago.
You just heard Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Dateline Malacañang.
Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on Tuesday presided over a sectoral meeting to discuss updates on the Walang Gutom 2027 Food Stamp Program or FSP at the State Dining Room in Malacañang Palace. The President highlighted the improvements in addressing food poverty as the Department of Social Welfare and Development or DSWD reported a notable decrease in food-poor families. According to DSWD data, food-poor households have dropped from 1 million in 2021 to 700,000 in 2023, a decline attributed to the FSP. Launched through Executive Order or EO number 44 in 2023, the FSP aims to combat hunger in low-income households by providing beneficiaries with 3,000 pesos in monthly food credits through an electronic benefit transfer or EBT card. The program, which was piloted with 2,366 households, has expanded to include 182,771 verified beneficiaries as of October 16th. During the meeting, DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian confirmed plans to further extend FSP coverage, aiming to reach an additional 300,000 households by 2025 and 400,000 by 2026, with the goal of assisting 1 million food-poor households by 2027.
Dateline Malacañang.
Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has directed the Energy Regulatory Commission or ERC to conduct a study on the implementation of a moratorium in the payment of electricity. Covered in the moratorium are areas affected by the recent severe tropical storm Christine, particularly areas under a state of calamity. Residents affected by the storm will temporarily not pay their electric bills from the month of October until December this year. According to the President, the move is part of the government's initiative to help residents recover from the damages caused by the storm. To recall, severe tropical storm Christine drenched almost the entirety of Luzon that caused massive flooding and landslides.
Dateline Malacañang.
Philippine President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has appointed Attorney Hilario Bringas Paredes as the chairperson of the Board of Directors for the Bases, Conversion, and Development Authority, or BCDA. In a letter dated October 28th, signed by the President himself, President Marcos endorsed Paredes to be the new head of the BCDA. Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin confirmed the appointment to the media on Tuesday. The 52-year-old Paredes, who is also a member of the BCDA's Board of Directors, replaced retired Police General Thompson Lanchon. Besides being a businessman, Paredes founded and is a senior partner of the Paredes Law Group. He is also the chairman and president of the Asian Center for Legal Excellence Incorporated since 2009, as well as Paredes Holdings since 2019. Attorney Paredes has been practicing law for the last 26 years, specializing in banking and corporate finance, corporate law, infrastructure, telecommunications, mergers and acquisitions, taxation, immigration and labor and employment, real property law, and litigation.
Dateline Malacañang.
In other news, the Philippines and United States government signed on Tuesday an agreement that will establish a regional hub for advancing women, peace and security or WPS agenda in the country. To be called the Center of Excellence for WPS, the hub will serve as a platform where experts and stakeholders can share best practices and exchange on peace and security issues. The Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, was signed by Deputy Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation and Unity Undersecretary Isidro Purisima and senior official to the State Secretary's Office of Global Women's Issues, Katrina Fotovat, on the sidelines of the 2024 International Conference on Women, Peace and Security, or ICWPS, in Pasay City. Witnessing the signing were Presidential Peace Advisor Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. and United States Ambassador to the Philippines Mary Kay Carlson. The WPS Centers of Excellence is a program launched by the SGWI last year following consultations with key stakeholders amid the growing need for governments to increase capacity to implement the WPS agenda from a local, national, and regional context. In her speech, Fotovat said the U.S. has earmarked at least $2 million to support the initiative. On top of the Philippine WPS Center, 2 similar hubs have been opened in Kosovo and Colombia.
Dateline Malacañang.
The Government Service Insurance System, or GSIS, on Tuesday announced that the Philippines is set to host the 41st Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, Social Security Association, or ASSA, meetings from the 25th to the 27th of November, aimed at strengthening social protection systems, expanding coverage to workers, and building more sustainable institutions. Industry leaders and representatives from social security institutions across ASEAN member states are expected to gather to advance the region's commitment to a more comprehensive and inclusive social protection framework. The meeting agenda focuses on the megatrends faced by the industry, the empowering role of technology, and the implementation of comprehensive approaches to social security within the ASEAN region. GSIS President and General Manager and Vice Chairperson of ASSA, Jose Arnulfo Veloso, said it is a privilege to host the conference along with the Social Security System and Philippine Social Security Association, or PhilSSA, members. The meeting is expected to bolster the Philippines' role as a key player in regional collaboration, enhancing the integration and effectiveness of social security systems across Southeast Asia. The PhilSSA is composed of the GSIS, Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, or PCSO, Social Security System, or SSS, Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, or PhilHealth, Home Development Mutual Fund, Pag-ibig, and Employees Compensation Commission. ASSA comprises of social security institutions from ASEAN member states.
Dateline Malacañang.
The Taipei Economic and Cultural Office, or TECO, on Tuesday expressed plans to launch a cooperative project to enhance production in the provinces of Isabela and Cagayan in partnership with Department of Agriculture, or DA. In a press briefing, TECO Representative Wallace Min Ganxiao said the project aims to show Taiwan's support for the Marcos administration's food security and affordability targets. The TECO official said the collaboration with the DA will include the Taiwan Technical Mission. The DA earlier reported a decline in the projected annual local palay, or rice husk, production due to the combined effects of the El Niño phenomenon, weather disturbances, and La Niña. Palay output for 2024 was projected to drop to 19.41 million metric tons, or MT, from the earlier 20.4 million metric tons target. Despite this, the DA assured robust rice inventory with a supplementary supply from rice imports, which as of October 14 has reached around 3.57 million tons. Meanwhile, the Manila Economic and Cultural Office or MECO expressed gratitude to the TECO for its donation of Taiwan rice to the Department of Social Welfare and Development or DSWD to aid Filipinos affected by the onslaught of severe tropical storm Christine. During the ceremonial turnover of rice donation at the Manila Peninsula Hotel in Makati City, MECO Director Chaloy Garifil said the latest rice shipment, which arrived October 15th, is part of the 2,000 metric tons rice donation, which was intended for distribution to mostly needy recipients and victims of calamities. Garafil said the remaining 500 MT is expected to arrive in the country in November. Min Gan Chao said the modest volume of rice donations aims to show the heartfelt gesture of Taiwanese people. For its part, the DSWD said the rice donation will benefit at least 83,000 affected families or more than 400,000 individuals in the Bicol region, as well as Filipinos in northern Luzon with the anticipated effects of Typhoon Leon.
Dateline Malacañang.
The Japanese government is funding a 724 million Japan yen, approximately 275 million pesos project that will help address women's health needs and gender-based violence in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao or BARM. In signing the exchange of notes on the project on Tuesday, Japanese Ambassador Endo Kazuya said the initiative signals Tokyo's continuing support to the women, peace and security or WPS agenda in the region. The program will be implemented by the United Nations Population Fund or UNFPA and will run for 3 years to benefit more than 30% of the households in all 8 municipalities of the special geographic areas in Bangsamoro. The initiative will also cover 2 other neighboring municipalities in the Maguindanao del Sur. UNFPA Country Representative Laila Juden said this project will establish 10 new safe spaces that will serve as sanctuaries or safe havens for girls and women, especially victims of gender-based violence. Further, it will improve access to sexual and reproductive health services through capacity building and provision of 2 women's health on wheels. These mobile birthing facilities will provide maternal and reproductive health care for women in remote areas where there is a lack of emergency services. The Japanese embassy said this new initiative complements the Bangsamoro Regional Action Plan on WPS 2023 to 2028 program, as well as the 10-year Philippine National Action Plan on WPS 2023 to 2033. In the same event, the Japan International Cooperation Agency unveiled another project focused on improving services in maternal and child health in the Bangsamoro. The project will strengthen community health services and promoted PhilHealth enrollment facility-based deliveries in partnership with the BARM Ministry of Health and local counterparts.
Dateline Malacañang.
Finally, for Dateline Malacañang, OFW Party List Representative Marisa Del Mar Magsino and the University of Perpetual Help System Dalta Las Piñas or UPHSD on Tuesday forged a partnership that offers partial graduate study scholarships to overseas Filipino workers or OFWs and their families, furthering educational opportunities in business, education, nursing, and public administration. The partnership contained in a Memorandum of Understanding or MOU was signed by Magsino and Dr. Eduardo C. Zialcita, UPHSD Dean of Graduate School at the OFW Tulong at Serbisyo Center in Parañaque City, Under the partnership, the OFW party list will endorse qualified students who want to take up graduate programs in business, education, nursing, and public administration at the Las Piñas campus. All endorsed applicants holding a bachelor's degree from the Commission on Higher Education recognized institutions will be given a 50% scholarship by the UPHSD once they pass the entrance exams and other requirements. She said this collaboration embodies the OFW's party list's advocacy for expanded education and empowerment for OFWs and their families, as well as their commitment to providing affordable education and brighter futures for Filipino communities at home and abroad.
Dateline Malacañang.
And that is all for today's Dateline Malacañang for Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This has been Bea Gaza.
From the Presidential Palace, Manila, Dateline Malacañang.